Welcome back, everybody, to Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and today is the Dice Dojo July tournament. Basically, we had a lot of people actually flake out at the last minute on the tournament, so we ended up just doing 2 rounds and calling it a day because we didn't have that big of a turnout. But I mean, it's the summer, dude. It's the middle of July. I understand people are doing stuff. It's cool. It's just for fun and games. Let's go over the army list really quick and see what we have. I didn't take any pictures of my army, but I'll show you a picture of his army. First up, we have, you can see the big guy right now, Prince Imrik from End of Times is just chilling there right next to my Jessica Diet Coke. And that son of a bitch, I think he's like 800 or 900 points or something like that, but he's ridiculous. He has like 10 attacks and stuff. It's a combined profile. It's ridiculous. Anyways, we'll get a little bit closer. Well, in this picture, you can see that he has a huge block of 40 Lothern Sea Guard, and then another block of Bitches of Bows, Sisters of Avalorn. And then over here, we get a little bit closer. He has the BSB in the middle. BSB used all his magic points on I believe, armor. And yeah, he has a bunch of like defensive gear. That one wizard that's not painted, that's a Lore of Life wizard, and level 4. Then he has behind them a unit of white lions. I want to say it's like close to like 20 something white lions, and then 5 Illyrian reavers. Now for my side, as you can see in this picture here, I'll try to spit it out really fast. I have a Doom Diver, a Spear Chuck, Lord Chickenhead. I have Igor von Gabo, which is a level 4 Lord von Death, 20 Night Goblins of Bows with obviously Fanatics. I have a unit of 24 Savage Orc Biggins with a level 2 in there. I have a giant block of 13 Spider Riders with Gorbad Ironclaw leading, and Lord Paco with the Crown of Command holding it back, basically holding it down. I have the Arachnarok Spider on the far end, and I believe another Doom Diver, another Doom Diver, and I have a unit of 6 Trolls that I cannot see in this picture for the life of me. High Elves won the first roll off, and basically he's going to go ahead and take his first turn. And the first thing he does, well, obviously we have Vanguard, so you can see his Illyrian Reavers moved up, and then Chickenhead moved up on the right side towards the Sisters. But now he's going to go ahead and move up the Lothern Sea Guard into shooting range. He's going to move up the White Lions here to touch the Monument. Now we're playing with Mysterious Monument, so this Monument we had to roll off for it, and when he rolled it, we got Elven Waystone, which basically gives him any wizard within 6 inches of this Waystone is going to get +1 to his channeling attempts, which is pretty cool. Is it +1 or +3? I can't even make that out because it's kind of like blurry, whatever. Anyways, so he decides to move his Illyrian Reavers up closer to it like this. This kind of bothers me just because if I charge him with Savages, that's kind of a far charge as is, and then to top it off, he'll just run and the Savages have to chase, can't even redirect. So that kind of bothers me. But anyways, let's keep moving on. Right here he touches at 8 inches, so he's going to let out my Fanatics. All 3 of my Fanatics go in that direction, and they all just fall off the hill, and then they don't do shit. They never made it. All of them rolled like 3 to 5 inches. I'm like, seriously? 3 to 5 inches? Nothing. So these guys are fine. They're just going to move up a little bit more after the 8 inches. Magic phase, he got 11 power dice. And then what he's going to do is he's going to do Ice Shard Blizzard onto my Arachnarok Spider. And it's going to go off. I'm worried about more damaging spells and stuff like that. I forgot it's Lore of Life, though. So then he's going to go ahead and do a couple more dice onto Mystifying Miasma. Maybe it's not Life. Whatever Miasma is on. I'm not going to look it up right now. I'm too lazy. So he does Mystifying Miasma. He gets double 6s. And I'm like, alright, well, can't stop that. He debuffs my fucking Arachnarok even more. So he's scared of shitless of my Arachnarok, because the Arachnarok usually kills. I mean, the Arachnarok is like the death to the High Elves. It just gets into a unit and just starts killing them, and they can't touch him because he's toughness 6. So sure enough, he got Ice Shard Blizzard and Mystifying Miasma off. He's going to go ahead and roll to see what he gets on his miscast chart. And he rolled, I believe, like double 1s. So he goes ahead and he has to do the big template, right? Strength 10. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say the miscast doesn't count as magical damage for the Banner of the World Dragon. Well, you know what? I don't care. Dan doesn't care. We're going to play it that way because it's you know what? He paid 50 points for this banner. let it play it that way. So he only kills off one white lion out of the whole chunk of guys that got blown up with the freaking the miscasting. His wizard didn't take a hit because of the banner, but he rolls to see if his wizard gets sucked into the void. Sunk, gone on turn 1. Oh, that is awesome. Holy shit. So he has a couple spells. You know what? I remember what it was a lore master who took all the signature spells. He had every signature spell from every thing. That's what it was. Anyways, doesn't matter. He's sucked into the void and dead. So yeah. He's dead. Wow. All right. That kind of helps me out. I got nothing to worry about freaking hexing me to death. Over here, the sisters, even though they fell off the cliff, they're still going to go ahead and shoot at Chickenhead. Chickenhead over here gets hit. 3 hits, 3 wounds, and I only ward saved. I'm sorry, 4 hits. I only ward saved 2. 2 got through, and I was like, "Fuck, man! Chickenhead's already hurting. I'm gonna have to charge in and get him to stand and shoot. He might die." So, yeah, he has 2 wounds. Lothar and Seaguard are going to go ahead and shoot, and they start shooting at Gorbad's unit with the Spider Riders, and he ends up killing off 2 of the Spider Riders, or wolf, whatever. You don't see the wolves. They're not there. They're all spiders. Alright, so, and basically that's how it's going to look at the end of this turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. Of course I'm going to charge a Chickenhead. I don't know if that picture's coming up or not. Anyways, Fanatics go. I decided not to charge with the Savages because, like I said, I don't want to be frenzy baited. Fanatics go. One runs into the other one runs into the wall like a fucking idiot. And this just right here kind of confirms my fact that I'm gonna like step back from the Fanatics for a little while, because everybody's expecting the Fanatics. Everybody knows what they're doing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just use my points elsewhere for the time being, because they're kind of just being a waste recently. As for Chickenhead, he is going to go ahead and charge in. When he charges in, he does a stand and shoot. And when he does the stand and shoot, it made me realize that he has flaming bows. And just out of pure coincidence, pure fucking coincidence, I had 5 points left over, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this Dragonbane gem on Chickenhead. So when I charged in, I was like, wait a second. Those are flaming attacks. I shouldn't even gotten wounded on the other 2 because I had 2 ward saves. So he was like, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So we rolled off to see if we could make it retroactive versus just playing it with him 2 wounds in. He did. We did. So Chickenhead has no wounds. He charges in. And sure enough, he got standing shot. And he saved 3 hits. So he's all good. Charges in. He's in there. Alright. As for over here, I moved the Savages up like extremely close to those fucking Illyrian Reavers, and there's a method to my madness here. I move up the Trolls to the left flank. I moved up Gorbad up just a little bit, and I moved the Ragnarok as much as I could because he was like whittled down on what he could do. Magic phase, I got 2 power dice. 2. What the fuck, man? He got 11. He got sucked into the void. I get 2, but whatever. So he can't really stop me with my 2 power dice. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the Gaze of Mork right through his Illyrian Reavers. And as you can see, my Savage Shaman is the second one in the unit next to the Big Stabba. So I got a good gaze. I could probably hit like 3 or 4 of them. So it goes off. I go ahead and I gaze through them. And sure enough, I kill off 3 of them. And that's awesome. I'm hoping they panic and run. They stuck. Bastards. Alright, well, let's go into shooting phase. The Night Goblins with bows are going to go ahead and shoot. They shoot all 20 shots at them, and he could only save 1, and the other one died. Bam! Good job, Night Goblins. Don't mind that like truck that's backing up right when I'm making a video. Anyways, I'm going to shoot both Doom Divers into the unit of Lothar and Seaguard because I want to lower how many people are shooting at me. Both of them connect, and both of them only kill 2 guys. This just happens with my Doom Divers a lot. Like, I hit a big unit, and I'm like, alright, come on, do 10, do like 7 at least, average. No, it's like 1, 2, 4. Like, seriously? Bullshit. And I mean, they're accurate as hell. They just happen to kill low numbers for me for some reason. God damn that truck. Alright. Chickenhead here is charged in. He's going to go ahead and attack. And he does, these are his armor and ward saves on them because they're always striking first on him first. And he has a 3-up armor save, so bam, got 4 armor saves. He's going to go ahead and hit back, and I believe he ends up killing off like 2 sisters. He does. 2 sisters are dead. So I charged. I got 2, and he has, I believe, 2 ranks right now. And sure enough, he's steadfast. He's going to stick. High Elves, turn 2. Whew, this is going to get ugly. Prince Imrik decides to charge the trolls. The White Lions decide to charge the trolls. Alright? The Illyrian Reaver decides to charge my Savage Orcs because, A, it's a dead character anyways. He's Illyrian Reaver. B, we're playing by objective points because that's basically how we're going to play to figure out who wins the tournament. Is in this tournament was who turns on the monument, and then using the monument, and then also killing the wizards that are in all enemy wizards. And then there's some other stuff that we had up there too, I believe, like kill BSB or kill flags or whatever, or having flags on the monument. I forgot how. I had the whole list of things that we did to earn points. Anyways, for fun, for shits and giggles. So he's charging in because he wants to always strike first and hopefully kill my shaman with like some lucky hits and lucky ward saves and stuff. I don't think he knew that my shaman is toughness 5, which is pretty beastly for a shaman. So yeah, so everybody's going to go ahead and connect in. And it looks like this, and those trolls are in for a fucking hurting. Over here, the Lothern Sea Guard move up and wheel just a little bit, just to get better advantage of shots. And then I believe we're going to just start shooting phase because there is no magic. Is like 39 or 38 Lothern Sea Guard are going to go ahead and shoot at my Night Goblins here, and they pick off 4 of them, which it's 4 Night Goblins, whatever. It's pretty funny though. Now we're going to go ahead and start off close combat. Close combat, he does his breath weapon with the dragon, okay? And it hits the trolls, it burns them, it does 4 wounds. Okay, that fucking sucks. Because now they have no regen for everybody else who's attacking. So freaking Imrik's going to attack. He has like 10 attacks, strength, or it might be like 8 attacks, strength 10. Somewhere around there. 8 or 10 attacks, strength 10. But basically on the charge. So he has a Star Lance, he has all his extra bonuses and rules and bullshit. And sure enough, he goes in, kills off freaking 3 trolls, and there's 1 wound left onto one of the trolls, or 2 wounds left on one of the trolls. So then his White Lions go, and they just fucking finish him off. They just destroyed that fucking unit. Now, he decides not to overrun, because obviously he doesn't want to be in bad positioning, and second of all, he's going to go ahead and just reform in this direction here, facing Gorbad. Now, Gorbad is really freaking in a bad spot. He's getting a side flank from both the White Lions and Imrik in the following turn if he doesn't do something about it. So, Chickenhead here, he basically got hit for 1 wound. Just 1. I failed 1 armor save. He goes ahead and attacks back, and he only killed 1 sister. Now, that sucks, because I was hoping to kill at least, like, 2 to 3 sisters, and I'll be good on a combat resolution. No, I killed 1. And what ends up happening here is, if you can look, he has a rank, and he did 1 wound. I did 1 wound, and I have nothing else. So that sucks. I'm going to have to roll. His leadership is 8. I'm going to have to roll, and I didn't get a 7, because that's what I needed, a 7. And what did I get? A 10. So I'm going to go ahead and run. And when I run like, I believe like 9 inches or something like that. He freaking ran 12. What the fuck? Fucking fast-ass sisters. Bitches with bows, man. Bitches with bows. So they ran me down, and now this is very dangerous for me, because look, they're facing my war machines, and they're on the weaker half of my board. They'll just pick apart this side. So I have to do something about that. That's going to start off Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. First thing I'm going to do, oh, I forgot to say, I mentioned on that last round, the Shaman, he tried to wound the Shaman, couldn't wound the Shaman. Shaman kicked his ass. I mean, I just think just the Shaman kicked his ass before anybody else hit. So, yeah. So anyways, Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Let's charge in. I have Gorbad charging in. I have the Savages charging in. And then, but I'm charging into the Sea Guard. Fuck the White Lions. Fuck the fucking Prince Imrik. I know if I charge the White Lions, First off, they have the banner of the World Dragon, so Gorbad's pretty much useless. Second of all, they're faster initiative, so they're going to fuck up everybody else. Third of all, they're stubborn. So I'm not going to fuck with that unit. Fuck that. That's what the Ragnarok's for. They're going to charge into the Loathing Sea Guard. They all connect in, and basically this is how it looks. So the Ragnarok's hex-free moves all the way around over here. Now, this is something I have to be a little bit more aware of with the Ragnarok, because a lot of games I just charge them in like one of the first turns I could get to. I have to just pick my battles. I have to come around, because this is his ability to crawl over all the shit. It's just pick my battles. Wait till it's right time to go into the rear or to the flank. I actually like flanks better than rears for some reason. I know you get the extra combat resolution on a flank or whatever, or rear. But anyways, Magic Phase, I get 5 power dice, and I throw up all 5 onto the Grave Call to pull up a unit of, drawing a blank, Cryptors. So I pull up the 3 Cryptors right here. They're facing down the side that Prince Imrik's coming on. Shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and shoot my Doom Diver. One drifts off 10 inches, and then it comes back 6 inches. I was trying to shoot the White Lions. It shot off way too far, so then 6 inches ends up putting him right at the tip of Prince Imrik. So I'm going to try to hit Prince Imrik, and what do I get? I get a 1, which does absolutely nothing. Second Doom Diver, he's going to go into self-preservation mode, and he shoots at the sisters, and it clips the sisters, and ends up killing 4 of them, which is pretty good. Causes a panic check, and guess what? They failed their panic, and they're running. Which is awesome, because even if they rally, they can't shoot that turn they rally, so they're good. So, I go ahead, and I believe I challenged with... Or actually, I think... No, I challenged with Paco because I was hoping his BSB would fight Paco, and sure enough, he answers it with just the unit champ. So Paco's going to jump up that unit champ. I believe he does like 3 or 4 wounds onto him. The unit champ couldn't scratch him. Then Gorbad's going to go, and Gorbad ends up swinging at the BSB, and I believe I threw out the challenge because I wanted him to decline with somebody, and then I was like, his unit champ took it. So, his BSB is base to base right now with Gorbad. He's always striking first as well. He gets 1 wound on Gorbad. Gorbad fails to wound him because he has a 4-up ward save on him. And if he does, if Gorbad does wound just 1 wound on that BSB, he's going to multiply it, and if he gets a 2, that guy's dead. So, that happens. Okay? So, the guy's still alive. All the Sea Guard are going, and they end up killing off like 4 Spider Riders. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Then they go ahead, and they're trying to single out their attacks onto my Savage. They end up doing only 1 wound, not to my Shaman, I mean. My Savage Shaman. So as you can see, 1 wound on Gorbad, 1 wound on the Savage Shaman. My Savages go back, or I'm sorry, might have been the Spider Riders here. Yeah, it is the Spider Riders. Spider Riders go, and they end up killing off 4 Sea Guard. Then the impact hits from the big stab go, and they kill off 2 guys. Then the rest of the Savages go, and they end up killing off like 3 guys. So all in all, this is how many dead bodies they are. I won combat because I charged, I got ranks, I got banners. He is not steadfast because I have more ranks than him, or I have equal amount of ranks to him. And I fucked them up pretty bad. The thing is, he needs to roll to see if he stays, and he ends up like out of 10. I think he's losing probably close to 5 combat resolution, and his leader is right there. I mean, just in range with his 18-inch bubble, and they rolled a 5. Fucking bullshit. I was hoping to. This is honestly my plan. I was hoping to run them down, overrun, and that way Prince Imrik and the White Lions have to waste a turn turning around and doing stupid shit. But no, they stuck. Bullshit, man. Oh, that sucks. High Elves, turn 3. There it is. He's charging in the White Lions and Imrik into Gorbad's units. I don't even know what that forest was. I think that forest was like a stupid forest. It was a stupid forest. That's exactly what it was. They're going to connect, and he's going to do it like this, where he has the White Lions move up, clip, turn, and they're and it gives Imrik this nice, beautiful turn in right here. So he gets in. He rallies his sisters here. He throws out a challenge with Prince Imrik into Gorbad's unit because he wants to kill Gorbad. I answer it with my Spider Rider champion. I don't know why, but the image of this Spider Rider fighting this giant ass dragon with this freaking noble prince or lord on this dragon just cracks me up. I mean, like, he's a tiny little goblin. He's gonna get eaten, and sure enough, I mean, of course he kicks his ass. He didn't even have a chance. He's always striking first. He has somebody attack strength 10. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna sacrifice Paco or Gorbad to that. He does 8 wounds onto the poor little spider chump. But that's what the spider chump is for, more or less. Gorbad swings at his BSB, and look at these fucking horrendous rolls. I mean, if the game was in reverse, I'd be doing great. I'd be doing ones all day. But sure enough, I don't wound him. He goes ahead and he swings with his BSB. He does another wound to Gorbad. Then all his chumps go, and his chumps ended up killing Gorbad. That fucking sucks. So now I'm lost. I lost my general. Which I mean he lost his level 4 in turn 1. I lost my freaking general in turn 3. But not only the general, it's really just the leadership bubble and that BSB reroll, which is just huge, and it sucks. Besides the fact that he could just like destroy people with his axe. So sure enough, he's gonna go ahead and attack the rest of the unit of Spider Riders, and they just kill off the whole freaking unit. I mean, there's like 5 dead Spider Riders, just 1 Spider Rider left in Paco. The good news is Paco still has the Crown of Command, so that unit can still be stubborn on Paco's leadership of 8. And then he's gonna go ahead and attack the Savages, and he ends up only killing off 1 Savage, which isn't bad. I mean, the Savages are still alive and well. So Savages attack back. They end up killing off a whole row of freaking of spearmen there. I mean, that's a good roll right there. That's 7 spearmen dead, or Lothar Sea Guard. Paco goes. He ends up only killing off 1 more. Or I'm sorry, the Spider Rider goes, only kills off 1 more. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Like I said, he has a leadership 8. I got a stubborn. I'm gonna roll, and guess what I get? A fucking 11. Motherfucker, man. 11. Oh, that sucks. And so they're gonna run, and of course the Savages fail. Savages failed big time. And Paco rolls a 6. Savages roll a 7. He's gonna obviously chase with everybody because this could just win him the whole game. He rolled a 6, was his highest. So Paco's dead with the spider chump. The Savages get away, and I believe more or less this is how we moved everybody, kind of like this. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna start off Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I'm gonna go ahead and charge the Cryptors into Imrik. More or less, I'm hoping that they just hold him up because they have that regen. The Arachnarok is charging into the back of the Lothar Sea Guard. He connects in. Of course, the Cryptors connect in. And then I rally the Savages on a 7, which is... so they turn around and they're facing down the White Lion. So right now, it kind of looks like I kind of laid a trap in, even though I lost my general and Paco. And Chickenhead. I'm only down to 2 guys left, just my wizards. And one of them's down to 1 wound. Shit. Magic phase, I got 9 power dice, which is beautiful. I go ahead and I throw hex boars up, and I get double 6s. So double 6s, here they come. Ba-doom, right there. And you know, I'm looking at the side of the White Lions, and I'm just thinking like, shit, they have the banner of the World Dragon. Why didn't I pick up something else? But at the same time, they can't hurt my guys unless they had more ranks, and I could get a side flank too. So sure enough, double 6s. Oh, I roll for the miscast, and I forgot what I got, but it wasn't really that bad. It was just like, I think everybody took a wound. So then I ended up throwing up the rest of the dice onto the Harbinger, and I throw, I believe, like 6 dice on it, or 5 dice on it, or whatever. I needed a 24 plus, which is really freaking hard with even a level 4. Get it off. Bam! Vargulf comes out. It's the first time I'm actually using this model as a Vargulf, which is ridiculous because I bring this model with me all the time and I never get to summon up the Vargulf. So sure enough, he's out, and we got some undead troops coming up. Shooting phase. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my Doom Diver into the white lions, and I end up killing off 2 white lions. Spirit Chucker goes, and Spirit Chucker ends up killing off 2 sisters, which causes a panic check. No, does it? Really? I think so. Yeah, it does. And they end up running again, so they're getting further and further away every time they run, which is fucking awesome. Close combat. His dragon ends up just killing off 2 of my guys, but the one guy attacks back, doesn't do a goddamn thing. They crumble and they die, which sucks. But again, that's Prince Imrik. The Ragnarok goes, and his BSB guy there has a thing that allows them to free reform, like on the fly, as long as they're getting charged and they didn't do any action or something like that. So he does. He ends up reforming and turned everybody around towards the Ragnarok. So he's going to attack everybody to the Ragnarok with his BSB, and he ends up doing 2 wounds onto the Ragnarok. Ragnarok goes back, and he does about 6 wounds. All right. And he ends up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not 6 wounds. That's the poison jaw. It got through. It hit just the BSB. He failed his ward save, and it did 4 wounds, and it killed his BSB outright. The rest of the attacks killed off 4 of the other Northern Sea Guard, and then his goblins, or my goblins here, end up killing off a couple more Sea Guard. So the Ragnarok is just raising terror. Gonna Thunderstomp, and I end up killing off 3 more with the Thunderstomp. I destroy that freaking unit. Look how many guys are left. Sure enough, he's gonna stick though because his general's still there, and he's still steadfast against my monster. High Elves, turn 4. He's gonna obviously charge into my savages, and he's gonna go ahead and turn Imrik this way. I'm not entirely sure why he felt the boars were a threat. You see where that token is in between? That's actually where Imrik's standing, but his tail would have knocked over all the guys, so we just said that's where the token is, and he's just over here. So sure enough, he's in here. Sisters rally again, and obviously these guys connected in. They're going to go attack first, and when they attack first, they end up killing off like 6 of my savages, which kind of hurts. Savages attack back. They kill off 4 white lions. You know what? Every time I see the savages versus the white lions, it's always like a brutal fucking fight. They always just like bam, 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 5 dead. Bam, 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 5 dead back. So it's pretty awesome to watch, actually. I failed because he charged. He has ranks. He did so many more wounds. I rolled double ones. They stuck. They're not going anywhere. So that kind of just leaves him there, and he's just like shit. His Prince Imrik goes, and he just destroyed the hex boards. There were again 10 attacks, freaking strength. When he charges strength 10 or something. It's ridiculous. And I believe he's gonna choose to overrun because he's trying to hit my level 4 now, and he ends up overrunning this fucking close. And it's like, ah, shit, he's coming. So over here the spider goes, and he ends up killing off a shit ton of guys. And let's see, that's like 5 or 6 guys dead right there. And then obviously the goblins are going. He attacks me. He didn't do any damage back. I Thunderstomp, and I ended up killing him down to the man. I Thunderstomp 5 on the last 5 guys. I remember that. And bam, I killed them all. And the spider's just free to roam. And looky, it's going to be my turn next. And his white lions are sitting on the side flank for their Ragnarok. That is beauty right there. Anyways, let's go. Orcs and Goblins, turn 4. I charged the Ragnarok to the side of the white lions. I charged the Vargulf into the rear of the white lions. And sure enough, they're all going to connect in. And this is going to be a bloody battle here. So, I ended up trying to march check Igor, and he failed the march check, but he walked around out of the view of Imrik, which is the safest thing he could do right now. Magic phase, I got 9 power dice, and I'm going to go ahead and throw another Harbinger up. I get double 6s again, and I believe I was trying to pull up the... Yeah, I tried to pull up the Vargul, or the Vargeist. No, the Terrorgeist, I'm sorry. The Terrorgeist, because it's getting down to the last couple turns, and I need to scream the general dead, because I don't see another way I could get to him, because he's gonna always strike first. So I have to like get him with magic or shooting or something like that. As for shooting phase, the Doom Diver misfires and it blows itself up, which sucks. I'm still trying to kill the sisters. The other Doom Diver aims for Imrik here. He hits him, direct hit, but does absolutely no damage, no wounds. I also realized I called up the Harbinger, but I don't think I had enough points yet for. No, I did. I did 3. I don't know why I didn't pull him up. I think I tried to. I don't remember why he didn't come up. But whatever. Anyways, let's go to the close combat over here. Close combat. The White Lions go first because they're faster than all my fuckers, and they end up killing off 5 more savages. The Vargulf goes, kills off 4 guys, which is just beautiful in the rear. The Arachnarok goes, he ends up killing off this many? 5, 6, 7, 8? I don't know. The Goblins go, and they kill off 2 guys. The Savages go, and look at this unit, it's already whittled, and they kill off 3 more guys. And Thunderstomps go, and boom, that unit's dead. Oh, shit. That is just fucking awesome. Holy shit. They wiped out that whole fucking unit. Look at them. They're all like, ah. The fucked up thing is the Vargulf's in the stupid forest, so he's stuck. We all just turn everybody towards Imrik right now. I should have done the exact opposite. I should have turned everybody away from Imrik right now and run away. But I'm not that player. Alright. High Elves turn 5. He moves Imrik over here behind the savages. Can't do anything about it. Like I said, this guy's stuck in the forest, so it's going to be, I believe his sisters might have rallied this turn. Yeah, his sisters did rally. Anyways, we're going to go into Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I'm going to go ahead and move, what is he doing here? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is all that's left. I'm sorry. I think that's all this is a picture of the Vargulf, picture of the sisters, picture of the orcs, and then yeah, I've been trying to wheel these night goblins around this building the whole time because I don't take musicians in the night goblins for whatever reason. I'm just hoping that they could pick off some sisters. That's all I'm hoping for. I moved this guy back behind the building for safety, and then I had to do a stupidity check, and he failed the stupidity, and he just stumbles out the forest anyway, so he's not stupid anymore, thank God. I move the shaman out of the unit because I know they're going to get rear charged in the next hit, no matter what. They're getting rear charged. So I decide to move the shaman out of the unit by himself and go into the building, which he barely did. I move the Arachnarok over here facing down the sisters. Magic phase, I got 6 power dice, can't do anything with the power dice, and I couldn't do anything with shooting because I tried. Turn 6, High Elves. He's going to obviously charge into my savages. I tried to flee with the savages. They could not flee far enough. He ran them down and he killed them. That sucks. But, okay, that's fine. Because he still has like 800 points on the board or more. He has a little more than 800. I got the Arachnarok. I got Igor. That's about like 500-600. A Doom Diver, a Spirit Chuck, the Shaman, the Night Goblin, stuff like that. I still have... he's a little bit above me. I'm going to go ahead and try to see where this goes. Anyways, he's going to shoot his sisters. All shots into the building with flaming attacks. They do double damage in the building, and they end up killing off my freaking Shaman. That sucks. So he's winning in points right now. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. I'm going to charge the freaking Arachnarok into the side flank of the sisters. They stand and shoot. They couldn't do shit. I don't even think they could stand and shoot. Magic phase doesn't even matter. I'm going into close combat. Close combat, the Arachnarok kills off 1 sister. Thunderstomps 5 more sisters. And that was the game. So, overall, that was pretty much it. I do have pictures here. Anyways, I'm going to put these in the beginning. That was the end of the game. It was a exact tie. Imrik was the last character he had left on the board. I had probably like 1,000 or 800 points in character and guys left. And sure enough, that was enough to get us both a 10-10 win. We got a couple. He got an objective point for killing my shaman. I got 1 for killing his, but he did touch the monument. And I'm gonna go ahead and advance into the next game against Max, with his Skaven army, and I'll be putting up that video as soon as I can make it, guys. I'm so far behind in my videos, but I'm trying. Anyways, as for my MVP in this game, I'm gonna have to give it to the Arachnarok easily. He took out the freaking he finished off the Lothern Sea Guards, finished off the Sisters, and took out the White Lions. And he was a threat to be, a force to be reckoned with. As for Prince Imrik, man, that guy was tough as nails. I mean, it was just, I don't know. I'm thinking about switching back to a level 4 Orc Shaman so I could do the Foot of Gork on things. I feel like that's, especially on like turn 5 and 6, when you're summoning up shit, you really can't do shit with that last turn of summoning. So I kind of feel like I'm missing out potential there. The only thing I really have an issue with is putting my level 4 with the Lucky Shrunken Head in the unit of savages, because he always runs away with them, or he gets animosity, or he gets frenzied and they run into a fucking unit, and I don't get that opportunity to like nuke, and then if I have him solo, he ends up getting shot down anyways. I've even contemplated just taking him in like a small tiny bunker of like 10 black orcs, so he just doesn't have that animosity to worry about and just kind of does what he wants to, and he has the safety of getting shot at. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna have a couple games this weekend, and I'm playing with a couple different options. After watching this game, I was trying to take out my Arachnarok to use those points on something else, but I think I should just put the Arachnarok in. He's such a good character, and he's so mobile and versatile. Anyways, I'm rambling, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll put up more videos very soon. All right, take care, guys. See you next time. Peace.